Tens of thousands took to the streets in a show of strength against the bill. The Hong Kong protesters calling for the scrapping of this controversial extradition bill have proven to be tech-savvy and well-organized, prompted by online calls on messaging app Telegram to surround the Legislative Council building. They didn't, however, answer to any one central organization.
Most were careful rather, to hide their identities online as well as off for fear of police reprisals. CNA's Roland Lim explains.
The thousands of protesters against the controversial extradition bill are mainly youngsters, some barely out of their teens. But they grew up in a digital world and are only too aware of the dangers of surveillance and leaving an online footprint.
Many protesters are saying that they are not using the octopus card to travel around. They instead use coins and just like buying single journey tickets. And also they are using Telegram to pass on messages in the site. And also they will avoid uploading anything onto social media.
Many would wear plain clothes to attend rallies and throw them away afterwards. All these measures are taken in a bid to go under the radar. Ken, not his real name, is a University of Hong Kong undergraduate who was there when the police took action to clear their protest area, which was obstructing Harcourt Road. One of his friends got injured in the clashes and their group left the scene.
We were very surprised and shocked by the fact that the level of violence used by the police has escalated very rapidly. So that's why we were very concerned about our personal safety as well.
Another protester, Mark, also turned up, heeding calls on social media to surround the Legislative Council building. He said that there was no centralised leadership, but small groups organising themselves, each to play a significant role, either defending the front lines, providing supplies, or helping the injured.
If anyone who have once been at the protest site, they would know that actually the connection is very poor. So there is virtually impossible to have instant messaging, like by any means. So I think the protester at the site has developed its own set of language to call for support. Like if they want handmats, they would do something like this.
Now these younger generations of protesters grew from the failed Occupy movement of 2014 and saw the rise of localism, Hong Kongers fighting to keep the city free from mainland interference. When asked why they took to the streets again, their message was always the same, that they didn't want Hong Kong to descend into another mainland city. The Hong Kong police has classified the protesters' act as rioting, which carries a maximum jail term of 10 years. But despite their best efforts to disguise themselves digitally or physically, masks, goggles, helmets or caps, journalism lecturer Bruce Liu thinks these measures still may not be enough.
I think the Hong Kong government have those kind of internet surveillance by using the advanced technique, AI. It is easily to do your facial recognition or your social media footprint and your actual location. It is not hard.
Liu added that in recent years, national security issues for Hong Kong was becoming more pressing for the central government, hence the push by the SAR government to implement the extradition law. Security expert Steve Vickers says that he doesn't see a quick resolution to the passing of the bill.
Some of their own followers, some of the pro-government camp are beginning to have second thoughts. This will then drag into the 1st of July celebrations or commemorations that occur. So we've now got a situation which won't be over in 5 or 6 days, it's going to be weeks.
The organizer of the mass rally that brought hundreds of thousands of protesters to the streets last Sunday is planning another bigger rally this Sunday in a bid to shelve the bill indefinitely. Roland Lim, CNA, Hong Kong.